What's up, Capstone family? This is Ed Drummond coming with you from the Capstone compound on December the 4th of 2020. Hey, it's Friday. I am excited. We have gotten here this week. Sorry for not putting a video out last week. I actually have one made, and it took me to a very vulnerable space, and I decided not to post it. It was at my house. I was talking a lot about what I was thankful for this year, and I didn't really see how it connected well with the business as much. So I thought I'd hold off on sending it, as I didn't really have a lot of Capstone updates in it. But I definitely was thinking about y'all last week. The feedback that we've been getting on these videos has been great, and it definitely encourages me to keep these things going, so you know what's going on and you see what's going on behind the scenes here at Capstone and, of course, in the market. I wanted to just a couple quick updates. This was a very, very, very tumultuous week at Capstone. Just before the holiday, we had a tenant come in, and the tenant brought with her COVID, thinking that it was okay. And since then, we've put some countermeasures in place. We figured out how we can prevent that from happening again. However, coming back from the holiday weekend, it was definitely pretty wild. Most of our team since then has been COVID tested again. I actually got one done today, just to be on the safe side. But again, we do have our own personal spaces here in the office. But hey, I mean, that's sketch. I mean, that was an experience that, we had to remove the person from the office, and these types of things. You never think that this stuff would happen, right? It's like only in movies. But yeah, it's been a very interesting week. The Capstone team is kicking butt. Today is IV day, so today we get our IV therapies here in the office, which is very, very, very helpful. Keeps us hydrated, keeps us with our immunity systems up, keeps everybody working. No, that's not why I do it. But again, it is something that we can share in together and feel better about ourselves. The market this week has been super, super, super hot, and again, no different than any other. I expect that if you haven't sold your house or considered selling your property going into the first to second quarter of next year, you may be looking at a really, really, really good opportunity. The struggle for people is finding where they're going to reallocate those funds. Are you going to take the capital gains, or are you going to basically turn that into other profit with other real estate, doing it like a 1031 exchange? The problem with the 1031 exchange is that there's nothing to buy. So let's say on the national level, we get the market starts changing, and we start seeing maybe foreclosures but the forbearances, like it's shocking at how many people took advantage of these forbearances and how it's working out for them, right? And I think on a national level, it's different than Arizona. Arizona is an island. We're not going to experience that stuff because we have such a tremendous shortage of housing that the market here isn't just going to die. It will not. Rents, I have a personal space that I rented out a year and a half ago for $1,500. I'm pushing the price right now to $1,750. The tenant just moved out. This was the first tenant that we tried this tenant to buy program, knowing that they were looking to buy. I'm the guinea pig. The team runs the tenant through the buy process. We help them purchase. I, as the owner, get some of my expenses offset. The tenant left the property immaculate. Awesome, it worked. I'll be rolling that out. We'll roll out more of it next year so you all can see how that works. But it's a way for us, if we know the tenant's going to buy anyway, it's a way for us to mitigate some of the risk for you, some of the cost, and make sure that we can get that done. So everybody wins. I'll let you know more about that program next year, get your feelings on it before we really roll it out. Because again, it's been a tough one to figure out how to make it work so that it doesn't seem like we're digging into, our pockets as owners, but at the same time, so we're not losing all these tenants. And, most of the time we're getting feedback from these tenants that they are, moving out like 30 days. We usually reach out to them significantly further along, earlier in the process. They just drag their feet and keep us guessing up until the 30-day cutoff. And then we find out, we're like, oh gosh, come on. We could have done better with that. So we're working on it, and we'll let you know how that goes. I want to give a couple of shouts. So all of you that supported with Capstone Contributes, I totally appreciate it, whether financially or even just thinking about it. The event went over tremendously well. We raised over $14,000 for homeless children, right? Super, super, super cool. The video from the event, our friend Max at Picnic Tree Productions put it on. I've attached a link down below. Please check it out. It's super cool. Definitely for a good cause. And if you have a company or you know of a company that could stand to benefit from, giving back to the community, feel free to reach out to help directly. Dawn Marie, she's amazing. If you want a connection, feel free to reach out to me and I'll put you two together and make it a warm handoff for you. I also want to give a shout out to our friend Bobby Ahkbari. He's our life insurance guy. I always had this question, right? You never hear this stuff from your wealth advisor because your wealth advisor doesn't make money from it. Not mine. Mine would argue otherwise. However, in this particular case, I always wanted to know, how do people make money from life insurance? How are they? I know a few people who have owned real estate in the past, and they're buying real estate with their life insurance. They always kind of put these things out there, and I never really understood how it worked. Bobby helped me better understand that, and we put together a quick video, kind of a Capstone Raw, to really address that. And Bobby's a great guy for life insurance. If you need it, he's a good guy to call. I'll give him that plug because he's a good dude, and I trust him, and he's a good guy. Feel free. I really appreciate you taking the time to watch this video. I know it's a little bit longer. Had a lot to say in this one. I'll come back with more next week. Hopefully less fear from the week of what's going on around us and trying to get into the office without catching the COVID. But at the same time, just happy that we're here, happy that there's a place to come to work, happy that we have clients that are amazing that, value what we're doing. We appreciate you. Thanks so much.